It goes that Meghan Markle put an exclusion zone round Prince Harry when, of course, he was supposed to meet up with the footballer and one-time friend David Beckham, who travelled all the way to Australia. And it's interesting because this is a story now, as I say, is truly building over the feud between Victoria Beckham, David, and of course Prince Harry and the cable TV actress Meghan Markle. And this is now the infiltration that's coming out from both sides, because obviously it's now portrayed in very bad publicity light. You see, as I said to you before, what's interesting is the Beckhams have really come out tops, all thanks to their very much watched Beckham documentary on Netflix, the home, some might suggest, of course, of the former royals. But now things are taking even a more sinister twist. As ever, let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. Lovely to have your company. And as ever, it's lovely to share these stories, as I say, because I like to find out exactly the story behind the story. You know, it's very easy for people to just put out the gossip and say, this is what happened or that didn't happen or whatever. And of course, I've known the Beckhams on and off now for quite a long time. As I say, when you look at Brooklyn Beckham, you forget just the fact that you remember him being born and we were all called to a publicity junket. You think, wow, you know, where did that time go? It's just frightening, isn't it? But this story really centres upon the fact that, as I've said before, you know, the Beckhams apparently were accused, and as ever we have to say allegedly, by the Sussexes for leaking stories to the media. And nobody was really quite sure. You know, I spoke to a very good source close to Victoria as to where this story came from, because there's absolutely been no concrete line of, you said this and this is how that got into the press. That's what's really baffled Victoria's people, you know. And Victoria herself, she said, well, you know, where's the proof? What exactly did we say? But of course, with people like that, there's never any forward, is there? It's just, well, that's that, you know, we think that. Now, apparently, you see, what happened was David Beckham was invited alongside Prince Harry and Meghan over to Australia for the launch of the Invictus angle out there. And the story goes that, of course, when he got there, he was excluded from being in the publicity picture, kept well away from him, all of that sort of stuff. Now, that's the story in the book. Now, what I've been told was simply this, that yes, that side of it is true, but the other side of it was truly this, that actually Harry was more than happy to go along with this particular story or particular idea, the exclusion, because according to that source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, he did truly believe what was being told to him about certain individual stories being leaked to the press. And so, of course, well, he felt that this was, well, you know, possibly the wrong thing to do or the right thing, whichever way, it didn't look good. This is truly what happened. So David Beckham was left kicking his heels, of course, all the way in Australia. Now, as many people know, it didn't take him too long to extract revenge, because a few years down the line, of course, he suddenly became very chummy with the future king, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, and very much a supporter and invited to huge events regarding Earthshot. And very much a pivotal moment now, of course, for him being an ambassador for His Majesty the King, King Charles III. So whatever they thought they were doing, it truly has backfired, and in publicity terms is actually making it worse for Harry and Meghan. But according to that source, Prince Harry wholeheartedly believed his wife and was more than happy to go along with the exclusion zone, believing that what he'd been told was absolutely 100% the truth. I wonder what he thinks now. Neil Sean, Hyde Park, London.